Yamaha. Built for action with big waterproof brakes, a 4-speed gearbox, and potent rotary valve engine.
A good demonstration of how the two-wheelers can really take it. And the key to a rugged motorcycle, as we learn here at the Indian Company in Springfield, Massachusetts, is a rugged engine.
Kawasaki lets the good times roll. Get aboard, get away, and you're gonna say...
I think we can all agree that motorcycles are awesome. That sound, the romance, that feeling of freedom. I got turned on to motorcycles when I was a kid. My dad was a mechanical guru and avid motorcycle enthusiast. He taught me to ride before he taught me to drive. Heck, he even let me take my motorcycle test with his old Sportster. Dad, sorry I dropped it the first time I took the test. From Steve McQueen jumping over German fences, to Arnold Schwarzenegger saving the future leader of the world in downtown LA, some of the most dynamic movie scenes in history involve motorcycles. Motorcycles are as important a part of the American experience as baseball and apple pie. There's just something about them that inspires a sense of excitement and wonder. I'm Patrick Roberts. That's me working on the old Yamaha. I'm an Emmy-nominated photojournalist working for Motorcycle Powersports News. That's the thing that I can do. That's the thing that I know. I've been tasked with heading to Vegas and covering the AIMExpo February 6th through the 8th. The AIMExpo is the aftermarket powersports convention where manufacturers and enthusiasts from around the world meet every year to show what's new, what's good, and what's great in the world of motorcycles and powersports. As I see it, what better way of covering something this cool but to just jump in feet first and really experiencing it? And what better way to experience a motorcycle and powersports convention than to get there on a sweet bike? On paper, this sounded like a good idea. What could be more fun than riding from our offices in Akron, Ohio, 2,000 plus miles across the country to Las Vegas? But, as with everything, there's more to this than the simple stuff. Remember that Yamaha I was working on? Well, it doesn't run. Not even a little. If it did work, I'm not sure I'd trust it to take me 2,000 miles in the fall across some often less than ideal terrain. I haven't taken a long cross-country ride in literal decades. I haven't had a bike suited for that kind of riding since before Hurricane Katrina. I was a little over my head with this one, so I asked my friend, MPN coordinator at large, and all-around motorcycle guru, Jacqui Van Ham, to help me out. Jacqui is something of a legend in the world of motorcycling. We work on a show for MPN together, and I can't think of anyone in the world more suited to make this trip with me than Jacqui.
So I started motorcycling the way many children in the 1980s started motorcycling. A weird deal at a Pizza Hut while my parents were getting drunk and I was playing video games. I grew up with all stepbrothers, all boys. I was the only girl and I was the youngest. We had cars and we had four-wheelers and we had go-karts. We had all sorts of fun stuff. And I decided that I wanted a motorcycle. One came for sale. My dad bought it. It was just a little guy, like a little maybe 50cc two-stroke. And he had to go to work the following day after picking up this deal, after recovering from a long night at the Pizza Hut, drinking pitchers of beers and us playing video games on, Ms. Pac-Man. And he went and picked it up, he brought it home. And the only thing he said was to my stepbrothers was, you have to teach her to ride and she has to wear a helmet. They taught me to ride, they taught me to shift up and go fast and accelerate. They did a really bad job teaching me to brake, and I definitely did not have a helmet on. So I smashed the motorcycle within about 37 minutes, flew over the handlebars, smashed my head, landed like on a John Deere tractor, smashed my head, but not terrible, but just like scratches all over my face. My stepbrothers were terrified, and they immediately scooped me up and ran me upstairs and threw me in the bed, and were like slammed the door, like, don't tell your father, slammed the door and left me there. And then took the bike and hid it in the barn somewhere. So he came home, realized what had happened, was mad, came upstairs, and the only thing that he said, throws open the door, you weren't wearing a fucking helmet!
Jacqui is definitely the guide on this journey. But together, we'll find our way across the USA, meet some incredible people, and experience the beauty and majesty of this country the best way we know how, on two wheels.
Okay. It's about the best dang motorcycle stuff.
Yep. Engine Ice is the leader in thermal management for powersports and motorsports machines. Our products provide superior heat transfer capabilities to maximize the specialized needs of your machine, all while delivering proven performance and reliability. Keep your cool no matter how hot the competition or treacherous the terrain becomes. Choose Engine Ice. With Jacqui on board, now came the fun part, choosing our bikes. Anybody who knows me knows I love Triumph motorcycles. If I'm going to ride cross country, I really want to do it on a Triumph. And I had wanted to ride the Scrambler 1200 for years. Jacqui's ridden everything under the sun. For this ride, she wanted to push the limits of an Indian Scout. Now we just had to track these bikes down. The cold weather was on its way, so we needed to find these bikes ASAP. We talked to several local dealers, and we were able to search for bikes directly with National Powersports Auctions, the company that provides pre-owned inventory for thousands of dealerships around the country. NPA is a really cool company. They're an auction service that provides vehicles for dealerships.
Jeremy, thank you so much for letting us stop by and check out the incredible assortment of motorcycles here. This is so kid in a candy store. Like, I am completely overwhelmed. Can you talk us through where we're at? We're here at NPA, we're in Cincinnati, but can you give us just a quick overview of what is NPA, how long has it been around, what goes on here?
So we auction off bikes for wholesale. We're dealers only. We get consignments from dealers. We bring them in through the back. They go through a process of wash bay. We do condition reports on them. They get scored, go to the floor, and that's where they get auctioned off. And
Since we're dealing with a lot of bikes here, obviously, but you guys deal with Powersports as well.
anything Powersports.
Talk about that. Like, we see this really, really awesome snowmobile behind us.
Yes.
But I saw like boats out there and everything. Yeah, talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're getting bigger into boats and RVs. We're actually
RVs.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow.
We've got a few out there right now. Yeah, I mean anything Powersports we deal with, from jet skis, snowmobiles, dirt bikes, side-by-sides, quads, anything you pretty much imagine. And we've gotten some pretty cool toys in here too.
We offer a venue where dealers can come and pick up more inventory for their dealerships, and along with that, they can also bring in old stock that they have in their dealerships, and they can consign that as well and move that out, and then pick up new stuff to where they can keep their showroom fresh, so people aren't walking in and just seeing the same old bike over and over.
We have found a couple of fantasy motorcycles, which are the ones we're going to be taking on this trip.
Yes.
Patrick and I are going to be jumping on and riding across America. We can't wait. Let's go ahead and check out some of the inventory here, because I got to see some of this stuff. I got to go check it out. Let's go.
I totally want to do this.
I totally want to do
Got
this.
a rain cover. It's
I
not
know.
there.
I mean, I'm
That's
no
okay.
dummy. I picked the nicest one, Patrick. Come on now.
Mine's orange.
This ain't my first hayride. I know. The orange. Literally. The orange clearly adds 10 extra horsepower.
Yeah.
But I do have a roof on mine, which is pretty exciting.
What's the weirdest thing that's come through here?
Oh, let's see. We had a John Deere yard tractor that had the front end of a Harley Davidson on it. So it was basically a three-wheeled lawnmower that you could ride like a motorcycle and cut your grass.
I want that.
It was amazing.
That is really cool. I love Triumphs. Love them. Love them with all of my heart, all of my soul.
That's a lot of love, Patrick.
I know you can't tell on TV, but I am not a towering giant. Neither of us are towering giants. So we're gonna see how this works. We're gonna see how I do. It's my first time trying this.
You got it.
Touch the ground. The Triumph Scrambler actually has a keyless start.
A fob.
A fob. Yes, which is zip tied. So I have to. Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah. Very cool.
Good afternoon, Ryder. Look at that.
So British. So
It's
pleasant.
so British, so nice.
So manners.
Okay, where's my button? Look at. I love it.
21,000 miles on it.
Not bad.
That's rad.
Not bad.
Gas gauge.
got
This is beautiful.
It is. It is. I love the gas gauge. So I'm used to riding older bikes, like very old bikes, 70s, 80s. That's where I cut my teeth. That's usually what I do, small displacements. Usually that's my kind of bike. This is a beast. Nothing I've ever owned has had a natural gas gauge. So this is pretty cool. This also has a lot of riding modes and whatnot. Don't know much about it, but we're gonna give it a go. Everybody can figure out how to start it. That's cool. It's cool. Listen to that British growl. Talk about your Indian.
And my sweet chosen weapon for this exciting ride across America is a 2021 Indian Scout 60. This is the baby Scout. It is slightly smaller than the standardized Scout, as it were. It is about 1,000 cc's though, so still has plenty of power. It'll go down the road just fine. So I'm pretty excited about this bike. I have ridden this bike many times before, so I already knew what I was getting into when I put this on my request list. Nice and low, no problem sitting on this bike. Go me!
With the bikes chosen, the guys at MPA were kind enough to help us load them onto our trailer with their forklift and motorcycle platform.
Well, we're gonna watch what's gonna happen, but I think what's gonna happen is that this forklift comes out and picks up this platform. The bikes go on the platform, and then they make it level with your trailer, and then you just have to push it forward into your trailer. Look at how clever this is.
This is so slick.
I know. I said I've been doing it wrong my whole life.
My whole life, yes.
I needed a forklift.
All you need is a forklift. What's wrong with you?
I mean, but who doesn't? Is this how we're gonna go across America?
This is exactly how we're gonna go across America. This is
how they do in the movies.
The bike's all loaded and secure. I drove them back to NPN headquarters at Babcock's Media in Akron, Ohio. We knew we'd have to do some assessment and modifications for the trip, but it was getting late, and that was a tomorrow problem.
Clunky DMS software at work and beautiful software in your personal life? Check out Black Pearl at blackpearl.com, a game changer designed for modern dealers. Simplify your operations with Black Pearl. Don't let outdated DMS technology hold your business back.
Griffin is a family-owned motorcycle apparel brand with a long history in the motorcycle industry. We offer a wide range of products, including a variety of jackets in textile and leather, as well as riding pants, rain gear, and gloves. Griffin is focused on style, function, and protection for riders. Check us out at griffinmoto.com.
Gear is important. Gear is very important. Having the right gear can make or break a long trip like this. You don't want to be caught in a situation where you get so cold that your muscles freeze up, because I mean you're like this for hours, and if your muscles start freezing up because you're cold, you can't move your fingers, which means you can't hit your clutch, you can't hit your brakes. You got to have your reaction time. I mean, a lowered body temperature can affect your ability to see. It can affect your ability to think, which is all the stuff you need while you're riding. Yet you have to be hyper aware of your situation or of your surroundings and the situations you find yourself in when you're riding far more than you do when you're driving. The folks at Griffin were cool enough whenever they found out we were doing this. They stepped up, provided us with just an incredible amount of gear. We had gear for any situation. We had a easily breathable jacket that I wore pretty much the whole time. Just let the air flow through as I was riding. It kept me at just the right temperature. It was fantastic. But they also provided for us cold weather gear because we were riding in the fall and early winter. I had full riding pants, jacket, the whole shebang, gloves. We had rain gear. Griffin really stepped up. You can get very cheap gear, or you can get very expensive gear. And I like to try to stay right there in the middle because I'm not rich, but at the same time I also want to keep myself safe. And that's really the key with gear, is getting the right gear for the right situation that will keep you safe while you're riding. Oh yeah, it has protection all over the place. I got it up here, and here I can feel it on my back. And this the Griffin stuff, it had all the right features, and I enjoyed it very much.
Voltz Power offers one of the most complete lines of high quality yet competitively priced Powersport batteries available on the market today. From those hard-to-find 6 and 12-volt applications to their high-performance V-twin line, Voltz Power can pretty much cover all of your Powersport battery needs.
Bridgestone's new Battle Axe Sport Touring T32 tires features a 3-layer compound that's harder in the center and softer on the sides. The T32 also features Bridgestone's Pulse Groove technology, which allows for 7% improved stopping distance in wet conditions for better traction. Try out a set of Bridgestone's Battle Axe Sport Touring T32 tires for yourself by visiting BridgestoneMotorcycleTires.com. Getting these bikes checked out and ready for our cross-country trip had to happen quickly. It was fall in Ohio and winter was closing in fast. So I took the bikes to my friends at the Ohio Technical College to swap some parts, change the oil, and make sure we were going to get to Vegas safely. We're at OTC. We're going to get a little bit of maintenance done on the bikes before we head out to Las Vegas. These guys have worked in the past. They're top notch. You're going to love it. Ohio Technical College is a automotive college here in Cleveland, in the Cleveland area. All right, I'm here at David OTC. So we're about ready to go cross country, 2,500 miles, 3,000 miles, something like that, out to Vegas. We're here to get a little bit of maintenance done, get a few modifications done to the bikes. Tell me what I should be thinking about.
Thinking about on the road or pre-trip?
Pre-trip, and then what I should be thinking about on the road.
Pre-trip, you're going to start looking at oil levels, safety checks, turn signals, headlights, brake lights, all the simple stuff.
Tire pressure?
Tire pressure is the big one before your pre-trip.
Right.
While you're riding, you're going to double check your oils, you're going to double check your tire pressures, and just maintain your safeties. If you see something out of whack, check it. If you're on the road, it's not very likely that you're going to pull over somewhere and do the maintenance yourself. So obviously try to find a dealership or somebody that maintenances various bikes.
Somebody who actually knows what they're doing as opposed to me who's just some idiot. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you're just anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
And pay attention to it. Be one with your bike, if you will.
Right on. Yeah, and that's kind of like the gist of everything is like you listen to the bike just like you listen to your body.
It'll tell you what's wrong with it.
Right. Dave and the students from OTC Powersports Institute did an amazing job. They changed our oil, flushed our radiators, changed our fork seals, swapped our stock tires for some sweet Bridgestone tires, replaced a ton of sensors and components, and added some much needed windshields. Hey man, I appreciate you doing all this work.
More than happy to.
Are you think we're gonna be good going cross country?
I think you'll be just dandy going cross country.
Excellent.
Just do your daily checks, your pre-ride checks, and I think you'll be good to go.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming by.
Appreciate it, man. Take care.
Other Motive is for the other vehicles in your life. Walker Products offers a comprehensive selection of small engine components for motorcycle and scooter, UTV, and snowmobile repair and maintenance. Visit walkerproducts.com today. Walker Products Other Motive, powering your ride.
Olin Suspension, improving the ride and performance of motorcycles of all types. With state-of-the-art suspension technology, Olin's takes the imperfections out of the road, adding more comfort to your bike and more confidence and safety for riders. Visit olinsusa.com for more information.
I'm either going to have a new garage or retire soon.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
I want to ride this.
This is going to be a multi-napkin situation here.